Hey guys, and fuck shit, welcome back to Monster Party 17, or maybe welcome to the next segment, who knows. Anyways, we're here at Nimzo. We didn't really do any leveling up, we don't need to, because, well, we're pretty damn strong already. So, I'm just going to go ahead and jump on into this. Let's first go over our current stats and items. So, over here we have stats-wise anyway. Hogarty, here's his stats. He's doing very good strength-wise. He hasn't really changed much here, just wanted to show him off. Blubba, he did learn something new recently, at least when I wasn't paying attention, I think. He has Inferno, which is basically the same damage as the Dragon Staff, which could let me actually put the Sage Stone over on Megoosa if you really want to do things a little bit more, I would say, make things a little bit more even, I guess, or make sure you get an optimized damage better. But I decided against it just because, well, honestly, I kind of like being able to switch back and forth with Blubba, and also I like him using the healing anyway. So that's what we're going to be doing with him anyway. But just want to mention that. Alright, here we have Kingu here. Kingu's got the agility thanks to the Meteorite Bracer. Still doing well in his stats here. And of course his very limited but very useful spells here. And then we have Megoosa. Megoosa doesn't learn anything very useful for a while, and unfortunately Megoosa is just going to be relegated to item user. It really is a shame that they don't learn some of their skills a little bit faster. I don't know, but maybe that's something we could explore at another time. I don't want to have to level them up more than I have to, because, well, we don't need to. I think they just kind of got stuck with the wrong party in a way. I mean, they're fine in this party, they're just outshined. Anyway, item setup. Here's Hogarty. Nothing really much has changed. It's got the Blizzard Blade ready for the second part. The Falcon Blade is going to end up being useless, but it certainly is there. Kingu. He now has the Happy Hat because Megoosa got an upgrade. The Zenithian Shield is very useless, honestly, for this. He's just holding it for nostalgia, I guess? I don't know. But there's the Sage Stone, a Yigdu just in cases, and a paxa punch just in case Hogarty really needs it. But Hogarty's going to be just attacking this whole time. He's not going to really be doing too much. Yiggleaf and Elfin Elixir just in case he actually runs out of MP and needs to revive. Or an Elfin Elixir to, well, help out probably Kingu, because that's the most likely one to be running out of MP. Kingu's got the Orichalcum Fangs now as their better weapon. It's not better by much, but it's certainly there. Flowing Dress and Silver Shield for some extra resistances. Happy Hat, of course. Meteorite Bracer, Staff of Salvation for single target healing. Elfin Elixir, and a bunch of Paxa Punches. If there's downtime, they'll go ahead and Paxa up Hogarty. But otherwise, for the most part, it's not a big deal. Yiggly. And then we have Megoosa, who's sticking with the Cobra Claw. They got the Metal King Helm to help them last a little longer. That's their upgrade, which is why Blubba has the Happy Hat now. And yeah, Staff of Salvation to help healing, of course. Dragon Staff, they'll be using that here and there. Zenithian Sword is going to be useful for the second part of the fight. And then Paxa Punches, in case they don't have anything better to do for a moment. So, there you go. Anyway, that's all of our items. That's all of our setup. We're going to go ahead and jump into the fight. I will... Also, funny thing here, actually, Hogarty and Blubba both have the same attack power. I just realized that. At least with the Miracle Sword, anyway. I haven't used any stat seeds, by the way. That's being saved for when we fight Estar. I just want to make a note of that. Now, with that all said, I'll meet you at the start of the fight, since Nimzo goes on and on. So, see you there. And here we go, Nimzo. Alright, so for this one, only for this start, I'm not going to actually focus strength here. You are going to, let's see. Oh yeah, actually, I think Frizzle works okay here, so why not? Or Inferno. Inferno's actually a better option here. Go ahead and Inferno, you're going to... No, you're not going to Happy Hat. You're going to Insulate because we have ice about to hit us. And you are... Yeah, you're better off just Dragon Staffing for this. Yep, exact same damage. Alright. You go ahead and attack. I'm going to have you... You know what? You can attack too. And you're just going to heal Megoosa. Right now we really don't have to worry about damage too much. Alright. And now you can just continue the attacking. I'm going to actually have No, you need to, Inferno, you need to keep healing. Just so you know, it's not like Kingu's never going to Omni Heal. They are definitely going to Omni Heal as needed. But we are going to try to use it only as needed. Alright, you go ahead and attack. Actually, at this point, you don't need to Omni. I mean, not Omni. You don't need to use your Burning Breath. You're going to help out healing Bola. Essentially, the Dragon Staff will always make sure it takes out Nimzo's auto-heal per round. That Kazing really does not matter to me. Time to go back to Inferno. Actually, this is not a bad time for you to oomph, I think, yourself. So I'm actually going to do that. Yeah, you're gonna do your healing, and I'm gonna actually have you. No one's really in dire straits. You're going to attack, just to keep some steady damage. Hogarty's more than likely going to be Disruptive Wave, so I'm trying to bait that out anyway. You just heal, you attack. They all can kind of attack, which is kind of nice. Oh, you got your attack in. Alright, we're actually fine now. You can go ahead and Inferno. You're going to just spot heal, and we are good. Yeah, anytime they don't Disruptive Wave, it's also hurting him too, so. And since he only attacks once per turn, if he does Disruptive Wave, it's not a big deal either. That's fine. Alright, now that one of those is down, you can just go back to healing, and you can attack. Essentially, everyone's going to be alternating different roles here. But we're in pretty good streets. Pretty good stats here. Alright. You just did summon. You can keep attacking, because you got your boosted up going here. You're boosted here, whatever. And there we go. Ooh, nice! It's good when Megoosa does that while in dragon form. Alright, you attack. I'm actually going to have you Inferno instead. And you're going to heal Megoosa. Insulate is so nice, guys. You have no idea. I've missed it for so long after some of these other runs. Oh, you finally Disruptive Waved. Alright, for this then, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to actually have you oomph yourself anyway. You're going to Sage Stone, you're going to Insulate, you're going to say, hey, I'm a dragon. Mainly just keep the damage going. Yeah, a little extra damage. This also may get them to, Oh, wait, I forgot, this is the ice round. I was going to say maybe summon instead, but that's okay. Attack, you should heal, and actually you should heal too. Oh no. Oh, he had bounce up? I didn't even know. Okay. You guys can all attack. Even you, because you're too fast for it. Yeah, Insulate makes so many things so much better in this game, and I'm so glad that we have it. I'm going to keep saying that, by the way, because I'm just so happy with it. Even if it makes some of this fighting, like I said, a little bit too easy. I really should have separated Kingu and Blubba because they have different ways to shine, but in a party together, they're not awful. Oh no, not that. Go ahead and heal. But yeah, nice hit. But Hogarty rarely is going to use his MP, so that's not a big deal right now for him to oomph himself every now and then. You can Sage Stone, you can attack. Yeah, honestly, the Inferno is just good for when there's a, another, what do you call it? When they summon enemies. Yeah, you can go ahead and do a little, small heal. But yeah, we are, for the most part, not in danger. The other form of Nimzo is actually going to be the harder form, though. Well, logically. There you go. Anyway, there goes first form Nimzo. A little late on the level up here. Hogarty gets him... Well, you know, he gets him a little extra strength. Good for him. Anyway, I'll meet you at the start of the second form, even though this doesn't take too long. Ta-da! And it's final boss time against Grandmaster Nimzo. Alright, well, first things first, let's switch to the Blizzard Blade, because it does better steady damage. Unfortunately, Hogarty's not going to have as much attack right now, but that's okay. Alright, so, you're going to attack. We do need some healing. You're going to do the healing then, so you can heal a little bit of everybody. You need to insulate. I'm actually going to have you go ahead and Paxa Punch Hogarty. Yeah, Paxa Punch Hogarty. Alright. Good. Very steady damage there. Alright, I'm going to actually have you continue to Sage Stone for a bit. You need to spot heal up Megoosa a little. And let's see, we're going to also get rid of the bounce now to make him use other options if need be. Okay, not the worst. Yep, okay. So Megoosa's not going to transform yet. You keep attacking, you're going to Sage Stone. I'm actually going to have you just attack instead, and you're going to Zenithian. Alright, we actually might need to Omni Heal. Or we're not going to. Alright, well, attack. You're going to have to Sage Stone in this case. Insulate. And you are going to Paxa back Hogarty. Getting him to constantly do that much damage is very good. The Kasap doesn't matter. Alright. You don't need to be healing anymore. And he hasn't used Bounce on himself. I think you can Frizzle. You should spot heal. Let's spot heal. And yeah, you don't have to do anything, so you can Dragon Stuff. I think Megoosa is the only female here, too. To save Blubba, I actually have to Omni Heal. Go ahead and Frizzle, because Frizzle does more damage overall for him. But yeah, Megoosa's just going to get that steady damage going. Bounce. Well, no more magic until, what do you call it? Until we get a Disruptive Wave. That shouldn't be taking too long. I think we're on meditation phase? No, we're not. Alright, well, we got Disruptives, like I thought. Alright, so for this, I'm actually going to have you Focus Strength instead. You don't need to heal. You can do a Paxa Punch in this case, because you need to Insulate, and you need to Disruptive. The way you can tell the next phase happens is that suddenly he's a lot slower. Grandmaster Nimzo, I mean. Alright, now you can attack. That should be some really, really sexy damage. He's Disruptive, you should do this. I forgot that Blubba also could Disruptive Wave, so that's something I should be remembering to do, and I really did not. In any case, here we got the Disruptive Wave, the Pax is up, you can Dragon. Oh yeah, that damage is nice. Alright, well once again, we're going to focus. I think for this one, I'm actually going to have you... We don't need a Disruptive Wave, so I'm going to have you, yeah, Sage Stone to heal instead, so you can Insulate, and you have a Paxa. Go ahead. Let's see, will he Disruptive on us right away? Well, if he does, it's not a big deal. Worst case scenario, we waste an item. That's about it. Alright, yeah, you can Frizzle. Does anyone need spot healing? Oh, no, not really. I mean, yourself, I guess? Yeah, you can do that. And you got nothing else? Dragon Step. There you go. Ha! I love that. I forgot that you're immune to fire when you're in this form. Alright, you keep attacking. You can now join the... Well, you already joined the attack. And... No, 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 not really. No, no, I mean, sort of yourself, I guess. You know, yeah. Make sure Kingu's not in danger. Kingu can help attack if need be, but not a huge deal. Ah, disruptive wave. Heh, I love that Blub is so, what do you call it? Like, basically immune to that. Alright, anyway, go ahead and Frizzle. You are going to have to use Insulate. I think you're on your last Paxa. Go ahead and give that to Hogarty. Thank you, Insulate. Ah, the Paxa was nullified. That's a shame. Alright. Well, you already focus strength. That does not get lost, I believe. You're going to have to heal. You're going to have to Insulate. And at this point, yeah, Dragon Staff. You don't have much else to do other than spot heals. Alright. Yeah, you keep attacking. At this point, yeah, you can Frizzle. You don't really need to heal at this moment, so you can help Paxa. It's easier to have other people do the Paxa-ing instead of Hogarty on himself. That's the one downside with him, I'd say. You can heal, you can attack. I think we were in the meditation phase now. Yeah, because we're consistently being ahead of him. And he also stopped using bounce. Alright. We're gonna have to Insulate again. Focus. You don't need to heal, so you can Frizzle. You do need to Insulate. Actually, if you're on meditation phase, you can Insulate and you will be safe. So we'll do that. You can Paxa. And again, you don't have anything else. Dragon. Yeah. Yeah, we are on the meditation phase. That's unfortunate. Well, he already did his meditate, so yeah. Insulate again. I'm going to actually have you do the Paxa again. And you keep Dragon Staffing. Good. Good for Hogarty. I just really wanted to get that extra boosted damage out. Alright. Now you can focus on attacking. You're going to Frizzle. I'm going to actually throw an Omni Heal out again. Omni Heal breaks this, I swear. I wonder if that's a challenge where it's like anybody can get this as long as you have Kingu there. But yeah, we are definitely on the meditation phase. Okay. Alright. Everyone's going to essentially just attack. Well, you're going to Frizzle, you're going to attack. That's 110, 190, 260-ish. Alright, that's almost a meditate. We can get, that's almost a meditate out. Alright, you're going to focus up. You are going to do the Insulate. I know Hogarty's in a bit of dire straits, but we're going to actually have you Staff of Salvation instead. It does mean that no one to attack this round, though, so it's a little bit unfortunate there. Alright. No. Frizzle. You're better off Omniing, I think, here. I hate constantly Omniing, but it is broken when you have Elfin Elixirs. Oh yeah, by the way, Monsters is alive in this, but I just see no point in killing him off at this point, since we need to have him at a certain level already to get some of these people. Once again, the Disruptive Wave. Well, I think we're out of Paxes anyway at this point, so you could just attack at this point here. You're going to Frizzle, you're going to Insulate, and you're going to Dragon. I just used up all my Paxes I had with me. Frizzle, self-heal. But yeah, that's what Paxes are for. They're just meant to just use them up and throw them out. Okay, good. Keep attacking. Self-heal, and yeah. This is going to be it until the third phase, which we should be coming up on, I believe. Unless he meditates again, I'm not sure. Yeah, you attack. I'm going to have you do the Sage Stone. You're going to attack. Well, we'll find out in a moment. Yeah, Bulba's still faster, therefore it's still meditation phase, I think. Aha, immune. Alright. Attack. I'm actually going to have you go back to attacking as well. You should Omni again. I still really think Kingu needs full heal, though, if you want to make him the perfect healer. He's still good for, well, just the Omni heal if you want him to be. He's just... I think CureSlime or HealSlime are better. Oh, this is the crit phase. Because Blubba is slower now. So we're in the third phase now. Okay, I'll have to keep that in mind. Keep frizzling. I'm going to actually have you do some spot heal stuff because we need people to be up over a certain threshold. I think Megoosa barely survives. I don't remember. 215. Oh no, Megoosa just dies. And so does Hogarty. Oh shit. Okay then. You are going to Sage Stone. You are going to Kazing. We do need to get another Insulate back up. That means Fire Breath's going to hurt. Okay, good. Just keep the attack going. I'm going to have you... No, you're better off Sage Stoning. You're going to re-Insulate. There we go. Yeah, Megoosa will just die if they crit. Okay, let's see. Yeah, keep attacking. Frizzle. Again, 215. Hogarty is just below it. I'm going to actually spot heal him for that reason. Mind if he crits after he does a breath attack, almost anyone's going to be screwed. Or a kaboom, excuse me. Yeah, you keep doing that. Let's see. I'm actually going to have you Sage Stone instead, but you're also going to spot heal yourself. Megoosa dies if it's physical, so I'm just going to... You keep yourself alive. That does not even matter. Okay. Alright. I'm going to actually spam some Omni... I have to spam Omni heals at this point, because we want to keep Hogarty alive. We should almost be there, though. Kaboom. Okay. No follow-up attack. And Hogarty's in okay health at the moment. Alright. You attack, you frizzle, you heal. Megoosa, for lack of much of anything better. There you go. There goes Grandmaster Nimzo. Alright. Yeah, this party, like I said, makes things a little bit easier. I mean, well... Kingu and Blub and Hogarty make this fight really easy. With Megoosa is certainly there and does help. They do help. It's just they're an extra body in terms of helping. But that's it for Nimzo. All we have left is Estark, so I guess I'll be seeing you there next. See you there.